Did you guys buy the dip or did you guys panic sell? Let me know down below. What's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Bruce Wang and this is another Robinhood investment challenge where I strictly buy dividend stocks for dividend investing. Last week I believe there was just all red days in the market, but this week on Monday we finally saw one green day. Right now my portfolio is worth $4,393.25. My portfolio hasn't grown and it hasn't shrank because I consistently keep putting money into my portfolio. So I'm up about almost $70 on the day, and that is about 1.5%. On the week, as you can see, last week was crazy. It killed a lot of people's gains, and it also killed my gains. So I'm down 250 for the week, which is about 5%. On the month, it is a lot worse, not that bad, $300, which is about 6.5% of my gains. And on the 3 month, I'm recovering just a little bit, which is about $20, about 0.5%. On the 1 year chart, I'm up $400 still. And on the all-time chart here, I'm back into the negative. I'm down $100 on the all-time chart here. But this does not really say too much about my portfolio because I have a dividend investing portfolio. If you guys don't know what that is, basically I invest in stocks such as the ones that you are seeing on the screen right now. And all of these stocks pay me out dividends. Some of them pay me out monthly, but most of them pay me out quarterly, which is about every 4 months. And I have a lot of blue chip stocks and I have a lot of real estate investment trust stocks. So for the month of May, I should have received around $35+ worth of dividends for a portfolio worth only $4,000+. So that is a pretty decent gain, in my opinion. The stock market will fluctuate. The stock market goes up and down a lot, and is super volatile at the moment as well because of all this trade talk from US and China. But if you guys are invested in dividend stocks, you'll receive cash flow regardless of how the markets are doing. And that is my ultimate goal, is to have enough dividend income to support me for the rest of my life, which should be just about $40,000 a year worth of dividend income. And if you guys don't know anything about this challenge, I recently started this of September of last year. So in a few more months, I'll be coming to a year and I'll see how far I've came. But let's take a look at some of the stocks that have paid out some dividends for me. The volatility in the stock market started happening around May 1st, and I started to slim down my portfolio a lot. So right now I'm only holding 10 stocks. All of them are paying me dividends. And let's take a look at some of them here. Some of the ones I already sold is still paying me dividends. But those will obviously stop paying me dividends after I sell them. BBD paid me 1 penny in dividends, not too bad. Santander paid me 51 cents, and I think at the time I only invested in like 10 shares, but I sold off that because it just didn't fit my portfolio at the moment for what I wanted. AGNC, one of the biggest losses and one of the biggest dividend payers of my portfolio. I got $12.60 for holding 70 shares, not too bad. I am paying for Robinhood Gold every single month, so that is cutting out some of the profits from my dividends. But luckily, my dividends pay for the Robinhood Gold and more. And Robinhood Gold is $5, and I'm borrowing just a little bit. Here from the margins, and I'm paying $7.80 for that. Moving on, I'm still accumulating more and more shares of a bunch of stocks that I like. AAPL, also known as Apple, paid me a dividend of 77 cents in May. If I had more money, I would invest a lot more into Apple stock. Very stable, one of the biggest companies in the world, and is paying a small dividend, but not as much risk involved in a stock like Apple. Another stock that is paying me a lot of dividend income is PSEC. So I got $12 for only investing like around $1,000 into PSEC. Starbucks, also a great dividend payer. 36 cents per share, which is about $1.80. And so on and so on. SPHD, if you guys are just getting into dividend investing, you guys might want to invest in an index funds worth of dividend stocks, and SPHD, also known as PowerShares S&P 500. This is one of the best ETFs for dividend income growth. So go take a look at that if you guys are interested. Robinhood is obviously giving me the pending payouts here for next month, which is another, which is going to be another $30 to $40, depending on how much more money I invest in the stock market. So I led this video asking you a question: if you bought the dip or if you sold everything off, depending on the type of person you are. If you guys are anything like me, I hate risk. I honestly hate risk a lot, and but I invest in a lot of risky stocks. So one thing that I've been doing to counter this is I've been investing in bonds. Bonds are really great for cash flow, but they're really bad for growth. Bond ETFs especially, that's what I'm talking about. Bond ETFs, they do not grow in value, barely at all. So let's take a look at one of the biggest ones that I've been investing in. This is the Vanguard Total Bond Market ETF. Something that I made a video about this last week, but I think there was some stuff that I left out. This is $82 per share. This is one of the biggest bond ETFs in the market. And if we take a look here, in the last 5 years, you can see that there's almost no growth. And that is one of the downsides of bond ETFs. But bond ETFs are great for cash flow. Every single month, bond ETFs, they pay out monthly dividends. And on top of that, they smoothen out your ride, especially if the stock markets are super volatile. And I'm pushing up my investments into bond ETFs up to like 10 to 20% in the past few weeks or so, because after seeing all this volatility, after seeing my portfolio shoot down 10%, I did not like that whatsoever. And investing in bond ETFs potentially will help smoothen out that ride. Hopefully my portfolio don't see double-digit down days or down weeks as often anymore because of that. So I'm planning to invest a little bit more into bonds, around 10 to 20%. And the biggest move of the day that I did was hitting that like button. Don't forget to smash it if you haven't already, and I'll continue with the video. One of the biggest things that I did last week was I bought 25 more shares of AGNC. If you guys are like me, I'm willing to pay $17 plus for this stock. Why wouldn't I pay $16 plus for this stock? Like, nothing changed fundamentally in the company. And the only reason why I would sell this company is if it completely cut out their dividends or they did something super crazy. But if everything fundamentally doesn't change, investing in them when they go down is in my opinion a good idea. So that's why I bought 25 more shares. And one day I'll have $10,000 invested in this company. So eventually I hope to get around $100 worth of dividends from AGNC in the future. And to do that, all I would need, I'll do some reverse engineering for you guys, some super complicated math. Right now I have 100 shares. Each share pays 16 cents. So at the moment I'm making about $16 per month. And if I wanted to get this up to, let's say, $100, which is my goal, let's say I would need $100. So this is $100 divided by 16 cents. I would need 625 shares. I already have 125, so I need a total of 500 more shares to do that, for me to receive a $100 every single month from AGNC. And all I would need is probably another $8,000 or so invested. And slowly but steadily I'll get there. And one thing that I do have to say is, if you guys got scared during the volatility of last week, like I did, it takes a lot of courage to invest in the stock market. It takes a lot of courage to do any types of investments. So that's why a lot of people don't like to invest. It is scary because I'm seeing my money go away. I'm seeing my portfolio go down in value. And there are multiple reasons why that happens, but it is not it doesn't make you feel good. It doesn't make me feel good. And you need a lot of courage to invest in the stock market, because because I can't tell the future. I don't know where the stock prices are going, but a company like AGNC have seen a lot of volatility over the course of their entire, let's see, it was founded in 2008. So for the last 11 years, it's probably seen a lot of volatility. It's seen a lot of down days and up days. So as long as the company is fundamentally sound and I still understand what they're trying to do, most likely their dividends will continue to pay out. And I know they've been cutting their dividends every few years or so, but that's a risk I'm willing to take. And if all else fails, I could sell and push it into another company. But it does take a lot of courage to do any investments and if you don't have courage and you're gonna sell your stocks when it's like 20% down, 30% down, it's most likely you shouldn't be investing at all in this stock or in any other stock that this happens to. But so far, nothing has changed. The goal is still the same, is to reinvest all the dividends, to keep investing more into this portfolio. And it's taken me a long time to get this portfolio to $5,000, but I'm holding out cash on the side. If anything happens, if there's a bigger dip, I'll keep buying. And even in this after-hour trading, I'm seeing my portfolio still go up around $8. So that's awesome. Don't forget to buy the dip if it happens. If you're scared of investing more in the stock market, you shouldn't be investing in the stock market at all. And if you can't really handle it, but you still want to be invested in the stock market, take a look at bonds. Bonds are great for bond ETFs are great for a safety play, and everybody should have bonds in their portfolio, or even just a little bit, even if you're young. So real quick, I'm gonna do some Q&As for some of the videos that has popped up in the past, and I just want to point some stuff out. So first thing I want to point out is that if you guys seen my video about how to buy Bitcoin, I told you guys in that video that do not check out or do not even look at the comment section. There is just a bunch of scam posts out there, and this is what I'm talking about here. So if you can see my feed right now, most of this is just bots or a lot of scams. I delete a lot of stuff off here so it doesn't get too polluted. And let me show you helpful review. Everybody here that leaves a phone number or everybody here that leaves an email address, do not go to any of them. They're most likely a scam, and they just want your Bitcoins. They just want to take your money. So do not do it. And do not click on any links when it comes to this Bitcoin website. I have hundreds of posts here that are just scams, and there's even a lot more that I delete. The really good ones, they start off the comment with like a really nice comment about like something about the video, and then at the end they will leave their link or leave their email address or phone number. So just be aware of that, and just be careful. There are a lot of scams in the crypto community, and you just don't want to be caught up in that. If you want to buy Bitcoin, the best time to buy it was probably a few months ago when it was around 3,000, 4,000, but now it is a bit high, and I can't predict the future of where Bitcoin price is going to go, but my takeaway from Bitcoin investing and cryptocurrency investing is know when to take profits, and do not invest more than you can afford to lose. And most of the cryptocurrencies out there are just scam coins, and you shouldn't invest in them. So this comment is from the $20,000 subscriber video, which is building passive income with dividends and 4 assets that make people rich. That's a pretty great video that I put out, I have to say myself. So this is a feel-good comment that I really loved. Awesome video, man. As a stay-at-home dad, I've had to get creative to keep money coming in, and because of the way I figured I should learn more about how the rich make their money. So I started investing with Robinhood a year ago, so he's been in it longer than me, and have made an $800 profit so far. I will make it one day, just got to keep at it. Like, this is a stay-at-home dad, and he can make $800 in Robinhood just investing, most likely slowly over time. He probably doesn't have that big of a portfolio, so he only made $800, and that's a lot. This guy doesn't even have a job. I don't even know how he makes money, but he's able to save money, invest it, and make money off of that. And I think that if this guy can do it, if I can do it, everyone can do it. All they have to do is just go through all that personal finance stuff. I have a ton of videos outlining how to do that and a lot of resources that you can use. And all you have to do is just make more money, save more money, and invest more money. That's probably the 3 steps of the way to do it. And as easily as I can put it, that is what you have to do. And there's basically no other way that you can There's no other way to do it other than that. And if you guys want to see more dividend investing videos, if you guys want to see more Robinhood videos or M1 videos, go check out the links here. Great videos that I made in the past. A lot of content, a lot of value. All I ask you is to like and subscribe, hit that notification, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you 3000. Bye-bye.